Hi, I'm Scott McKay. I'm an artist blacksmith. I have a show at the Arts Project for the first 2 weeks of November entitled Forest in the Forest City. This show features a lot of influences from the forest, trees and animals, and draws on a lot of my own experiences from the past. I used to do a lot of rock climbing on the Niagara Escarpment, and a lot of the trees there tortured and resistant to years and years of abuse by rock climbers and other more natural forces. The trees, they take a big beating, and just that resolve and the endurance over time really has an effect on the work that I do. I spent time in Canada's north, the Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut, and a lot of the same thing. Even some of the trees there, they're only an inch high. They still, withstand time. But I invite you to come down. The reception's on Friday night. I have a mariachi band booked, and lots of fun planned. So the show is from November 1st to the 12th. Thank you.
I'm John Tamblin. I'm part of the Tamblin Show, a project that was initiated by my niece Deanna back at around Christmas, I think, at a family dinner. She suggested that we should show together. She's a graphic artist and illustrator and painter, and I'm a photographer, so we'd have a chance to show our stuff without being competitive, which is always a good thing, especially in the family. What's really worked out well with the Tamblin Show is that the other artist, Scott, the metallurgist, working in the front gallery, is making trees out of steel. My niece is making trees out of paint and pencil, and I'm photographing graffiti on trains using the steel of the trains as the canvas that the graffiti artists painted on. And finally, in the theater at the same time, there's a post-apocalyptic show which fits in nicely with the kind of outlaw angle of the graffiti artists. I first became interested in shooting the graffiti when I was intrigued by the juxtaposition of the soft, bright paint against the hard, cold steel of the train cars. The other angle that intrigued me was that the graffiti artists work in danger, in uncomfortable situations where they are outdoors and where they risk fines or arrest or worse. And the work that they make, they may never ever see again as it rolls off to some faraway train station.
Okay, start going. Okay. So hi there, welcome to the Tamblin Show, Trees and Trains. I'm Deanna Tamblin. I'm doing a joint show here at the Arts Project with my uncle, John Tamblin. We have a real London focus here for our show. I've focused on trees of London. My uncle John is focusing on trains. I think we've all had that feeling where we're stuck at the train tracks and we're trying to go through town and we're looking at the train, and he had one of those moments where he was looking at the cars go by and was looking at the graffiti on the train cars and thought, you know what, there's some beautiful images in there. So he's tried to capture that. And on my end, I'm from London, Ontario originally. I've been away and I've been back for 3 years now. And I'm exploring the community and the environment, and obviously one of the things that stands out about London is our trees. So I've been exploring my neighborhood of Old North and looking up, and there's some really beautiful things. So with my drawings, I do a pen and ink style, just trying to capture some of the native trees in our area. So this was one that's actually right around the corner from my house. I walk my dog past it every day, and I had never actually looked at it properly. It was a People's Choice winner for the Reforest London Amazing Tree Quest. So I was looking, they have a map where you can follow interesting trees in London, and I was following the map, realized this was around the corner from me, and I pass it every day. I walked across the street, took a real look at it, and boy is it gorgeous. And I've got some prints from those as well. The prints are letterpress prints. They're kind of fine art prints, and because I believe in what Reforest London is doing, and I used the amazing Tree Quest as inspiration. When you buy a print, a portion of the proceeds goes back to Reforest London. So the show is on from November 1st to November 12th. Opening reception is Saturday, November 5th from 2 to 5. John and I are going to be here discussing our work. We're going to have drinks and snacks, and please come by and take a look at the show.
Hi, my name is Justin Cannell. I'm one of the co-artistic directors of the Passionful Theatre Company. And this week, running through to the end of the month, we have our production of Martin Crimp's Attempts on Her Life playing here at the Arts Project. Attempts on Her Life is a very difficult show to explain, but basically the script is, it's a very bare bones kind of script. It's 17 different scenes, and each scene is about a woman named Anne, and it's a woman that we never meet. And it's about various different characters having their viewpoints known on Anne, and some scenes are dialogue, some scenes are monologue. But what Martin Crimp never gives you is he never gives you any of the characters' names. Never tells you who they are, where they are, or what the scenes are about. He doesn't even tell you how many characters are supposed to be in the scene or in the play. And the only thing that divides the scenes from one another are the titles and just dashes in the script. So you'll never see any two productions of this play alike. So what we've decided to do with our production of it is set the whole thing in a rehearsal hall. And there's a group of theater artists, of actors and dramaturges who have found this cassette tape belonging to this woman named Anne. And they play these messages at the beginning of each rehearsal, and then they start workshopping scenes based on those messages. So our production of Attempts on Her Life is a run-through of the scenes they've worked up until that point in the rehearsal setting. So it becomes just as much about the artists trying to make attempts on Anne's life as it is about Anne herself. Very hard to explain, but that's the basic gist of it. It's very unconventional, it's very, very fascinating, and it's very engaging. We preview this Thursday, so that's November 11th, and then we run through till the 27th. No matinees with this production, so all the shows are at 8 o'clock. And for any more information, just go to our website, which is www.passionfool.com, or contact the Arts Project.